your girl Miss ATL Dog with the Post W News, and I am sitting here with a guest with Mic Check Global. What's up?
What's going on? How you doing?
Great. So we got a chance to do a little quick interview with Power 108.9. It was just impromptu.
Yeah.
I didn't know the people was gonna let you in the building. But we are here. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about you, where they can find you at, and what it is that you do?
So, with Mic Check Global, we help artists and up-and-coming entrepreneurs find their audience and their target demographic, which helps them become a full-time entrepreneur. Because I like to help artists, help them think about their craft in an entrepreneurial type of way. Mm-hmm. So that means even if you have your artistry and you're, trying to do the music thing, you still have to look at this thing from a business perspective. Mm-hmm. So your followers, your fan base, that's your clientele initially. That's going to be the people that actually help you quit your job and turn your music into a full-time career. And we try to drill it into these artists' heads. Mm-hmm. A lot of them want super fame and success very quickly, but we tell them you need to dedicate at least 6 to 12 months at this thing, investing your money and being a boss in it, essentially. A lot of artists don't think like entrepreneurs, so they don't understand why they have to spend money. Mm-hmm. So we have to try to unprogram that aspect of what they've been told and just do your music, you're talented, everything's gonna be okay for you, to trying to give them a good type of program to tell them look, you guys, yeah, you're definitely good, you're definitely talented, just invest into yourself so you can have ownership of what you do.
Now let me ask you, in a situation like that, are you also teaching people? I know you said that you were teaching them how to grow their social media. So would that include doing stuff like teaching them how to strategically post and have their Instagram look a certain way?
Yeah, definitely. After one of our clients signs up, I send them a video talking about what to post, how to post, and getting a pulse on their fan base. Because when you post stuff, guys out there watching this, you will know which posts are doing the best. You can post yourself eating a bowl of cereal and it only gets 5 likes. Don't post that again. As simple as that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody wants to see your kids all the time either.
So I dealt with, we were just talking about this a little bit off camera, how people, they want to be entrepreneurs. Maybe, I want to say the baby boomers, not to be offensive, but the baby boomers that they're used to doing business a certain way, right, not on social media. And now they want to target more people. They want to target a new audience, a new demographic, but the millennials are on social media.
Right.
So they need to, and a lot of times people be like, oh, I just deal with Instagram, I don't deal with Facebook. But the thing is, you have people that favor Facebook more than Instagram. So they spend their time there more. So people need to have all the social media platforms that
they
are out.
Definitely do.
They need to learn how to use all the social media. But they'll say, I just don't have time for that. I don't have time to post. And you and I were kind of talking about there being apps and stuff out there to schedule posting.
Very
so is that something that you also show them how to do?
Yeah, we can give them the blueprint. It's just about them actually doing it. We go live every Sunday. We've been going live every Sunday for 5 months straight for 2 hours on our Instagram at Mic Check Global. We've actually been more proactive in topics, because it used to be just random, ask us whatever you want. But it's been we have topics per week. We actually are giving almost free consultations to talk about all of this stuff. And we tell people, tune in every week, even if you haven't purchased the service and you're thinking about it, just tune into our lives. We talk about the posting, we talk about what social media platforms work, we talk about money management, which a lot of artists don't even understand the money management thing. Do I pay to open up for this artist? Do I pay for a bunch of music videos? I'm an entrepreneur. Do I just pay for a bunch of stuff and don't even have a clientele? Because we have businesses who help with what's that one business that we just got in contact with? They do feminine type of thing. I think they do like hair, lashes, and like things like that. I'm a man. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what they do. I just know
They do the eyebrow stuff.
it's here in Atlanta, so we just target women for them in Atlanta.
Right.
So they do all of that stuff. And instead of just buying all the products and blowing all your money on that with not even one client, let's figure out who would even be interested in this thing. Let's do an example of, doing makeup on yourself instead of just buying all the product and then trying to, do a quick hustle.
I wish I would have known you like 5 years ago.
That's what we started
like,
too. We started 5 years
That's
ago.
what I did, like with my lipstick line. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I went out, I bought all the products. Well, okay, I lied. At first, I started with 50 lipsticks in a bag.
Right. Okay.
But everything was terrible about it. It was a great product,
Mhm.
right? But the packaging was horrible.
Right.
And packaging is very attractive.
Yeah.
So I had to change the way I did the packaging.
You still do lipstick now?
I do, and it's expanded. I do lipstick and lashes and bronzer and all of this.
Okay.
But then I tried to revisit it and think, okay, I need to do something a little bit different. I need to target a different audience. So I started getting brand influencers. The problem with doing stuff like that is they don't always post your stuff.
Very true.
So you're sending out free product, you're doing all these things, and you get no return. So in a situation like that, how could your services actually help me get on track?
So that goes right into what artists do. They go pay to be posted on people's pages, or they just
Facts.
they post
Pay
to be
girls
on.
to work.
Yeah, like come on, man. Like they're not listening to your music. They're looking
At the girls.
at the image
Yeah.
that's being portrayed on the Instagram. So for you, and guys, if you all see the question she asked me about R. Kelly, she said, "What would I do to market R. Kelly?" She put me on the spot again, so I gotta really think. Show my chops here. That'd be like a good segue to include that in the part of your business. So with the business that you have, I would give examples of comparing your line to other lines that are out there. So like I remember looking at Kim Kardashian where she would put the lipstick on her arm and kind of show what glitter is in there or whatever that
He's trying so hard. I know
that you
exactly
guys
what you're
like.
talking about. I know exactly what she's struggling.
I would compare that. I would put. I don't know if it's like you put the lipstick and you put the napkin on it to see if it comes off.
Right,
type
you
of
blind.
thing.
You blind.
Right. I would do a lot of stuff like that to show the difference between your product and another product.
Right.
Whichever way that is, it could be, doing that first on yourself and being the brand ambassador of your own thing. I would do that first. She likes that idea.
Yeah, because what you're doing is you're essentially telling people how to create content. Because that's what you're doing.
Without
and you can make
making it
that
so
one
hard.
video and you can take it to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you can repost those links, all of that.
It's about the pulse of your demographic. The pulse, you have to understand the pulse, and that's my Chick Global original. I didn't take that from nobody. Or the four laws of marketing. That's a Mike Chick Global original. I have to put that out there. Because some people look at my information that I say and be like, oh, you're not a Grant Cardone, or you're not a Gary Vee, or you're not a Ty Lopez. So they look at it like, oh, he got that from somebody. No, this is an original information. So when you look at the pulse of your clientele, the pulse of your demographic, it's so important because these people, you need to know like what's working, what's not working, what do I need to do to bring in more business, why am I losing business? It's so important to know those things. So whenever you do a piece of content and you write a caption and you get a response, you want to figure out what type of caption, like you should be so good, this is like forward thinking, you should be so good at knowing the pulse of your demographic that you know what's going to happen before it happens. You post this or you introduce a new product, you know they're gonna eat that up.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, that means you need to know more about who you're targeting. You need to know more about your clientele and have a better pulse and grip on the people you're marketing to. And that's where a lot of businesses, they overlook that because they believe their product's good. I believe my product is the best. I got the best talent, but do other people care yet? Like, cause you're competing with other people. So if they're not buying into what you're saying, you need to switch it up. You need to figure out a way to make it make sense. And everybody goes the brand ambassador route. Everybody does this, everybody does that. It's not gonna work for everybody.
Right.
So you gotta figure out what strategy and piece of content is gonna work. You could do makeovers and people to try your product for strictly business women that'll try it out, and it'll be a product that business women would prefer, something like that.
Somebody told me in the beginning when I had all these different breakovers, and I thought it was the most insane idea at the time. It was like, get strippers to wear your product. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to be associated with no stripper. And then looking back on it, that probably was the dumbest mistake that I made. Only because, the strippers and exotic dancers, they get dressed up when they go, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going on stage, they want to be seen, they want to be beat, they want to have a look. So I think when marketing, the most important thing, yes, target demographics, and also understand it's okay to rebrand sometimes. If you got it wrong the first time, or in my case, the first 4 or 5 times, it's okay to rebrand. It's okay to do a new logo, do a new design, and market different, because marketing is everything. So what are you mentioned the 4 laws of marketing. What are those?
So number 1 is your target demographic. Understanding what that is. That could be part out. It could be like 10 bullet points in target demographic. That's number 1. Number 2, the budget that you need to reach your target demographic, to compete with other people that are trying to get your target demographic. Number 3 is content. The reason why content is number 3 for me is because, like you said, you can always create new content. You can always rebrand yourself. You can always do that. Once you figure out what the target demographic you're trying to reach, you can always be creative with content. And then number 4 is the expectation level of your entire marketing campaign of balancing the first 3. So if you don't know your target demographic, then your expectation of your marketing campaign needs to be relevant to that. If your budget is low, but your content is really good, and you don't know your target demographic, like those averages, your expectation can't be at 100% if everything is at like a 10, like a 50, and like a 20. You can't be acting like you the biggest thing popping, you know what I mean? Or you can't just come off like that, because that affects your mental state, it affects your branding, it affects your campaign, it affects everything, because you feel like you should be bigger than where you are, but you don't know the first 3. It's so important, because if we give an example of, any type of business that's in the food industry, a person like Mexican food or whatever they like, if you don't know, like if you open up a restaurant and you don't know who's gonna like your type of food, and you say, well, I got the best, if we want to say content food, I got the best food in town, nobody knows you, you're not willing to invest money so people can know you, your expectation cannot be, I got the best food in town.
Yeah, so you gotta do your research too.
Yeah, you gotta be humble. If everything ain't 100%, you shouldn't expect just to lap people and just be this bigger than life person off the bat.
I think another key, and before we let you go, because we gotta know about these people, space. But I think a very important thing to be mindful of when you're marketing, or really anything in life, is not to so much watch what other people do. Because you do have people out there buying followers. You do have people out there buying likes and buying this and buying that. So I may be like, oh, I'm the best host ever. And then I might look at this other girl and I'm like, man, she can't even talk straight. How did she get to where she at? But it's not real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would say do your research on credible sources. And like you said, compare your notes to their notes and not just the fluff.
It's so hard to look through that because some people pages do look like this is just so big, but you don't know how much money they're making. You know, it could just be they're just likable, but that doesn't mean that they're actually getting clients.
Yeah.
And that's another like nugget for everybody. That's a gold nugget for y'all. Is don't compare yourself to other brands or other artists, because if they have 10,000 followers and you got 1,000, but you can make half of those people purchase your whatever product or service or whatever, you're probably laughing at them. They can't even get a 10th, but they just got a bunch of followers and likes and comments because they're just likable. They're not actually making money from what they're doing. So it's quality over quantity at the end of the day.
So before we get up out of here, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you at and more information about your products and services?
So guys, if you want to, contact us to, schedule a call and, get information on how we can help your marketing campaign, all you gotta do is just go to Mic Check Global on our Instagram, shoot us a DM and say you want to schedule a call. We like to go through that route so we can go right to your Instagram and see exactly where your following is at. Where are you at in your journey so we can help you, basically double, triple your numbers as we move forward in the course of 6 to 12 months. And that is MICCHECKGLOBAL. That's Mic Check Global. 3 words.
And you guys know who it is. It's Mo Brewster. You can follow me on IG at Miss ATL Doll. You can also follow me on the Post Up News. That's DAPOST Up News. And we out.
Peace.